I recently had the chance to talk with New Jersey's Assembly Minority Leader Jon Bramnick, the Republican lawmaker who tells it like it is. And among some of the topics we talked about was Governor Phil Murphy's recent baby bomb plan that would give $1,000 to babies born in New Jersey starting January 1st, 2021.
What do you think crossed the governor's mind when he thought about this? What was he thinking?
First of all, I actually believe that he's 100% committed to an extremist agenda on the liberal wing of the Democratic Party. This has been part of kind of this extremist policy that I think will hurt him politically.
You know, you keep saying it's something that's going to hurt him, but I don't know if you've read any of the local rags lately, including some of the New York papers, where right now they have written that Governor Murphy might be the most powerful governor in the country.
There was two parts to that story.
Yes, I know.
He's the most powerful governor in the country because the system that we have in New Jersey makes him the most powerful governor, number one, based on appointments, based on how we set up the governorship. The second part of that article is the legislature has actually defaulted and permitted him to be in charge of a state of emergency for 6 months. So I agree that if you take the most powerful position of governor that we have in New Jersey, most powerful so-called governorship in the country, you add a state of emergency which allows him to legislate on his own without the legislature, I would agree he's the most powerful governor in the country. Is that good? No, but he is the most powerful.
I know that the president is totally against a certain aspect of mail-in voting. I haven't really talked to you about how you feel about it and how it's going to work or not work for New Jersey. Your thoughts on the mail-in voting and then now being able to register online to vote.
I was in motor vehicles yesterday. People are online there. The supermarkets are open, liquor stores are open, restaurants are open, but you can't go into a voting booth. So that option should be on the table. Why is that not an option? And we've never done this where we send out millions of ballots. I don't really think that's a system that is so well greased and so well oiled that we can rely on it. So at least give people the option to go and vote in person. You ask the governor why we can't go into a voting booth if we choose so.
You're not always on board with what the president does. So right now, the big thing is the whole military and how he degrades the military. Just your thoughts on that, because obviously now he seems to be struggling with things that they have on tape that he has said.
When he talked about John McCain, that John McCain's a loser, a man who was a prisoner of war, a man who served this country, I spoke out against that. I wouldn't let my son or daughter speak of any military person like that. I'm not going to comment on all the allegations against him, but I will say that if you demean another person, I don't care if it's a Democrat, Republican, unaffiliated, there's too much of this mean-spirited rhetoric in today's society. So I condemn it, and I don't like it.
Like I said, he's a man who's not afraid to tell it like it is. For New Jersey News Network, I'm Phil Andrews.